I'm currently I'm a CTO at Tiny Flow, a very small startup that focus on productivities. We have two products at the moment, upbase.io and Pomodoro Pomo Up is a Pomodoro timer management. I born and raised in Vietnam, spent a couple of years in college in Finland since 2007. Just come back to Vietnam 2 years ago to focus my startup here. We have the development teams in Ho Chi Minh City, about like 5 people in the team right now.
Mm. Yeah. Thank you. Let's move on to Linh. Yeah, you can introduce by yourself.
So I'm not an engineer, to be honest. I'm just like work in more of our business team. I'm in charge of customer success at Elsa Speak. Now we call Elsa. So our company providing English training services to learners around the world. So very happy to be here and listen to Quang's story and maybe explore more how we can support engineers, not just Viet engineers, but everyone that work in the industry to upskill their English speaking.
Yeah, thank you, Linh. I'm not sure if others can hear Linh well, but I think Linh, you might have some. You might want to use another mic, or you can speak without the mic or move it closer. Yeah.
I'll try next time.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
better.
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Let's move on to Wilson. Hi, Wilson. Yeah, you want to introduce?
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, great. So yeah, my name is Wilson. Similar to Nguyen, I'm not an engineer. I'm not a developer. I'm basically from an IT services company called BeyondSoft. We are a Chinese and slash Singapore headquartered IT services company. I'm part of their internal strategy team. Basically, I help them to map out market opportunities, assess different areas, competitors, the landscape of the IT services globally as well as regionally. Yeah, so just a bit of background how I met Son. I came across his Substack, I think his blog, and then I found it quite interesting. And I myself, I visited Vietnam. I just came back from Vietnam 2 weeks ago. I visited a few IT companies there, interviewed a few founders, and then visited their offices, try to get a sense of the Vietnamese IT company, their landscape, the operations, the ecosystem and stuff. So yeah, happy to be here and learn more about Quang's journey as a CTO. And I'm very excited to hear about the rest as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Last but not least, Hân, can you introduce by yourself?
Okay, let me turn on my. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Han from Elsa, same company with Jilin. We're AI-based English training solutions, a corporate and school. Now, glad to be here to explore more of your sharing in terms of tech. Yes, that's all. Thanks everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Let me continue with the question because I know Quang quite a bit. I met him in community lunch like 3 months, 3 months ago in Ho Chi Minh, and his story is very interesting. That we don't hear much on the public forum. Basically, Quang is a founder, and he moved back to Vietnam to build a startup. And the most exciting about his story is that how he found the first engineer. The engineer are not from the popular school like University of Technology, but he's from the University of so-called the security that like the graduate are working in the police force, right? And yeah, that's how I want to get him share more about his how he built a team, so that everyone here can have a different perspective. Maybe not a mainstream, not popular. Yeah. When yeah, could you like walk us back through the time when when you decided to move back to Vietnam, like let's say if someone want to build a company from scratch, they always want to, and they have some idea, they raise some fund and they go to find the first engineer. How could you find? Yeah.
Right. So a little bit about like the concept about UpBase. So we founded 3 years ago together with my co-founder. We both product guys. I'm a tech guys, and my co-founder, he's like a truly product guys. So because we have like a product backgrounds, we don't have like a business guy in the team. The way we hire engineers, like let's say like it's maybe like it's very different from the other companies. At the beginning, we throughout my network, I know I know the guys who already, like, I worked with him like a couple of years ago, and I asked him to join UpBase and help us for like to bootstrap like the very beginning code. After years, we we formed the dev teams after years, but for the very first, like for the first year, it's almost like a consulting project for the guy that I know. He worked with me like a couple of years ago with kind of like like freelance projects, but I know that because he's good, so we work with him together with the other two guys also from his team, right? And after years, we decided, okay, let's build like the dev team. I offer him to be the CTO, but he didn't want to join the team. He has another project. Only one of the three guys joined UpBase at the very beginning, and he was like my first hire at UpBase. To be honest, he's like the first hire at UpBase. His name Phung. He from the agriculture university, not from the security university, but he's from the agriculture university. He studied IT over there, but to be honest, I don't know like what kind of IT he studied in the like the agriculture university. But to be honest, he's kind of like a superstar, like I ever met in my life. He's not talkative. He's stuck in like in presenting idea. He's not good in communication. His English is suck. I mean, it's just really suck. Nobody can understand any word from him. But he's really focused on what he like. He like text, so he focused on text, and he deep down into the technologies, and I think that's maybe like one reason he's like the best guy for now. I asked him that, okay, why? I mean that like why you are like so good in technologies. He said that, okay, this is kind of like his passion, and because he love it, so every day like he watch YouTube, he read news from the newspaper, magazine, like tech magazine. He deep down into like Reddit, he deep down into like Hacker News to catch the new trend, to get the new technologies. And then because he passionate about that, so he deeply he invests more time on that. So maybe that's why that, because like he focused so much on technologies. So that's maybe the reason why he's second communities. That but again, like if you go to the interview in like big corporate in Vietnam, like FPT or Momo or whatever, like big corporate in Vietnam, he might fail at the very first round. Like CVs is like study IT in the agriculture university. That would be like a big red flag, right? Like even with me, like this could be like really a red flag. And then he don't know how to talk with the people, right? So yeah, I feel that like so lucky to have him on board UpBase at the very beginning. Yeah.
Thank you, Quang. And how many people on your team right now?
We have three developers right now, and all of them have different stories. The second hire in my teams was a front end. He's from the water resource management university in Vietnam, also study IT over there. And and he's dropped out of school. The thing is, you know, like school in Vietnam, we study like something that's not relevant to what the companies need, right? So he feel like, okay, he had like no future to study in the school, so he quit. He dropped the school. He become like a driver for a wife to earn cash, and then he worked for a guys like without any compensation to learn VueJS is one of like the JS framework for front end. After years, like luckily, like I met him to a friend. A friend of mine introduced me like him, because back in the day I need like front end developer to share the workload with Phương. And also, like at the first meeting with him, I thought, oh, this guy, how can he sit here? I mean, like he's stuck in community. I mean, he's stuck in communication. He didn't answer like any of my technical question. Like all of the technical questions, he was to fail. But I saw that, okay, there's something special in this guy. I saw that he was like very honest, and I saw his passion about learning IT. So he wasn't my first choice at the my first choice back in the day. At that time, I hired like another developer, and he was on like, you know, like the second list. But I challenge him. That if I pay a little bit, you know, like I could give him a very stupid number about his salary. Is like 9 million, about like 300 US dollar. And it sounds like super stupid salary, because I just want to test him. I just want to test it if he really want to, you know, like to jump in the board and, you know, like to spend time with us and invest himself in the team. He said no, because it's a stupid number. But later on, he called back. He said, okay, I was thinking a little bit about the offer, and I think that, okay, you may be right. I would like to try a little bit, and I want to learn more from the guys. And he joined up base after the phone call, and to be honest, he's one of like a superstar in front end right now. He learned really fast. He know about his I would always say the level, like in our team. I always, you know, like I have a conversation with all the people in the team, that I ask that, like, how do you evaluate yourself? Like in a startup, like when you pitch to the investor, they always ask that, what is your company valuation? How do you, you know, like evaluate your valuation, right? So I always ask the guys like the same question. The way he evaluate themselves is the way to reflect the salary. So there is no fixed salary in Upbase. I always encourage them that every time, if you think that you like you value more, you can come and talk with me and evaluate yourself. So in Upbase, Nam is the front end guys. He know that at the beginning he's kind of he's nothing, right? He's not from the best school, so he knows his position. So I think that because of that, he has like great motivation to learn, and he was, you know, like so hungry in technology. He wants to achieve, you know, like the next level, like quick, to get, you know, like a higher salary. So he, you know, he pushed himself a lot at the beginning, and I think that yeah, I was so lucky to have him, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, so wonderful. I think we can hear from throughout your story that you found people from referrals from network, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We consider like I think it kind of guarantee it's a pathway that slower than the pathway that you go to a job board, you throw a JD, and then you interview a bunch of 100 engineers and select one or two, which is kind of random because you don't have any reference, hard to trust. But yeah, um, we have one folks just joined. Ronan is also Vietnamese, moved back from US, and he also I talked to him. He tried to hire for engineers, but I think the way from corporate hiring engineers and a startup is very different. We always look
Yeah.
for the strength of individual. um, yeah. I want to open the floor to other folks. You have any questions? Wilson, Hung, Lin. Wilson, you have asked me a lot of questions about how Vietnamese engineers are different from the rest. I believe you work with a lot of engineers from China, and now you want to also learn more about Vietnamese.
Yeah, so maybe I just because I'm not a technical person, probably ask a bit more about your view about the character and personality that you have identified in your experience when you interview Vietnamese engineers. So like I just want to understand a bit more about, I think there was a question on the Luma that was pretty good, which is you know, Vietnam is prevalent with a lot of engineers with the IT outsourcing mindset. So I just want to understand like how, like the question was really good. Like, how do you build that product development mindset for your developers and engineers? Because you are building a product with your company. So I just want to understand the difference in that software development versus product development. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So unluckily, like in Vietnam, we didn't have like a very good education system. So a lot of like people in Vietnam, they don't really know what they want and what they really do in the future. A lot of people, like just go to the university because and choose like IT because they think that it could be like a chance to get like a job with a higher salary, with a good salary. So they just go with the flow. They don't know like the difference between like outsourcing and building product. And unluckily, like 20 years ago, when like there is a FPT guy, there a Misa, those guys, like big corporate in Vietnam, and they do like outsourcing because like back in the day in Vietnam we just like just open and there is not so many jobs for IT, so all kind of a jobs, IT job that's from like foreign country is kind of like it's just like a very small things from for the whole process. Yeah, so in the market right now, there's a lot of people who have like outsourcing mindset, and it's really difficult to find a person who have like a product mindset, to be honest. But so it led to the thing that okay, if you are a product company, where can you find those guys, right? To be honest, if you go like the traditional way, like job listing, right, or you hire through HR, or you hire through like reference from HR or those kind of stuff, most of the list will give you those kind of like outsourcing mindset people. Because the thing is, like if you have the mindset that okay, earning money and have a higher salary, most of them, like they tend to be in that kind of group, right? So that's from my experience. I mean, I make like a couple of mistakes of hiring, so I understand about this. So in order to hire a product guys, you need to find like a place where they hang out, right? So typically it could be like in a university cafe, right? You go there, you talk with the people, and then like to find like some hidden gem over there. It could be in the tech meetup, right? You just go there and you talk with the people, right? The people who are going to the tech meetup, typically because they want to learn about like the technology, right? They want to upskill themselves, right? So there's a slightly chance that you can find like a hidden gem in the group, or even like in the hackathon, right? So for me right now, like because it take more times to find the right people to, right? So if I'm working a product company right now, what I'm doing right now is like I try to build a community of the people, community of like the builders, and I hope that like to the community I can find like some people for my next projects in the future, or like next year I would like to like have the hackathon competition for the university students. Like it takes time to be relationship, it takes time, so yeah. But I think that's the way to find like the hidden gem.
Right. Right. Would you say like the experience goes in parallel with having product development experience? Let's say you have a 10-15 year experience developer and engineer. Would you automatically assume that he has product development experience on some level, or do you still have it's quite separate?
It's quite separate. Yeah. The thing is, if you are in outsourcing, if you're in outsourcing industry for many years, you might don't have like a product mindset. I saw like a couple of people who like 10 years experience in IT, very senior, but 10-year experience, it doesn't mean that they are really good in some specific area. It could be like they are like senior by age, by years of working, but they are not senior in like some key technologies. Let's say like in Golang in server, maybe they have like only 1 year, but the rest they have like different technology. So the how to say like in outsourcing business, you need to move from different projects to different projects, and you are working on basically you are serving your customer need, right? Whatever they need, maybe okay, this time I need a website in PHP, then you throw into the team and okay, go and like study PHP and those kind of stuff just to finish the project. And the projects could be like 3 to 6 months, right? And after that, you could like immediately jump into like a very different thing. So by doing that, you cannot concentrate on like some specific area for long enough, like at least like 2 or 3 years to master in the technology. Yeah.
Thank you, Wen. Let's invite a question from others. From Elsa. I think you are at Elsa. The problem statement at the beginning, it was like to solve the English accent, right? For majority of Asian, we have to speak decent English. So throughout, yeah, you have been growing from a small startup, but come now like a very big startup. And I believe you also work with a lot of engineers. So you have any questions?
To be honest, because I'm not the engineer like type of person, right? So my question not focus on the technical part, but more about like what I observed throughout the time I work with our team here and also with the friends approaching engineer in the market. So what they found some good people with the good skill, but the challenges here are especially Viet engineers, they're very quiet, and in
Yeah.
terms of the speaking skill, like they already very shy when they speak something in their mother tongue, right? So when they have to explain something in the meeting with with other people from other countries. English skill is really a big challenge for them, and it's very sad when they cannot demonstrate their great work just because of the language barrier. And also, I joined some events that our uh, other startup in other country, they want to recruit Viet engineers, but when approach these people and then interview right at the spot, they couldn't respond in English and was not very confident. So I think it's something that with the product and services we have at Elsa, we try to find another way to support our engineers and our technical um, professionals. So they not just with their expertise, but also the communication skill in English is something that can help them to really obtain better opportunities. So
Thank
that's
you.
what we observed so far.
Right. We have here in the call, we have folks from Malaysia. Hey, quite
Hello,
diverse group.
guys. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
late. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you all. Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah, no worries. Here in the call, we have Quang from Vietnam. So the rest, Quang is CTO of Upbase. Just because you come a bit late. Basically, we discussed about his journey with building a product team in Vietnam. It's hard, but it's possible that you still, if you're patient, if you work with your friends to refer engineers, you can still find some hidden gems. One of the ways to go to those meetup. I believe not everyone have the patience. I mean, it depends. I mean, founders that when you raise some amount, right, you to find engineers and you tend to try to go to your friend or friends, or you go to events, meetups. Yeah, talk to engineers, and hopefully you can find hidden gems. You work a lot with the engineers, right? Chong, right? You've been to Vietnam lately. What do you feel? What do you think about Vietnam? And when you
Yeah,
want to learn more, yeah.
sure. I think a little bit about my background. I'm Jong Wei together with my partner Jason. We are from Malaysia. We started our first startup, Telebot, in Malaysia, where we see this talent in tech is a big issue. So we venture into education and we build it up for 8 years, and we train out many young developers over the eight years. And I'm not exactly yet to be in Vietnam, to be honest, because I'm
Okay.
just over the internet, I get the chance to network with people from GDSD, like Google event, developer event, and that's why I get the connection. And also back in 2016, our government is actually hosting a accelerator program called Magic, and now it has been changed another name. And we gather the people startup from Southeast Asia in Cyberjaya, one of our headquarters of tech in Cyberjaya. So that I met a lot of our Vietnamese friends, a lot from Da Nang, from Ho Chi Minh City, and all. They are also working very hard. So that's my initial impression about that. And I believe that along the way, when we are building our tech product, right, we all in Malaysia have a very good impression about people in Vietnam, including in Penang. We have people in Vietnam working in Penang startup. Yeah. So my friend, so Neil is my friend. So I always talk about the ecosystem in Vietnam, and my nearest friends who are currently working in Vietnam, working for AWS company, AWS ecosystem, focusing on giving credit to startup and building out the ecosystem and connecting venture capitalist ecosystem together. So I can see like Southeast Asia is a very interesting place, and we are so fragmented and we are not talking to each other. And I'm so lucky that today I'm in this session. You can see my developer are here, Harold, Kisian, that I asked them to join this group because we want to learn. We want to learn from you all. Like we want to connect and we want to see how can we in the future or currently to help each other so that we can get ourselves up ahead from people. Yeah, so that's what we are trying to do. That's what my purpose of joining this. And we just hope that we can connect and support each other. Yeah. So our impression toward Vietnamese engineer are world class, always world class. You guys have the world class, and even though just now when I joined, I heard Sun you say something about the challenges, like the challenges of product team, and also you mentioned about the year of experience not equal to the current situation. It's not like that. I need to have 10 years of experience in tech? Nothing. It's all about execution, and it's all about learning fast, iterating fast, and more importantly with the AI coming in, right? Learning fast is adaptation is the more important skill than ever than your year of experience. So that's what I learned. So I hope that this is a good introduction of who we are, what we are doing. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for letting me an opportunity to say something. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
Right. Thank you, Sun. Yeah. Yeah. That's all from me. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Ronan. Yeah, I know Ronan for a while. Ronan also a quite interesting founder. He's an American Vietnamese. He used to make a lot of money with crypto. Did not go. There's some incident happened, and he closed the chapter. But now he's starting again. He building his own startup using LM, generative AI, and he got in contact with me to refer him tech lead. Most of our founders, after they have an idea, they raise some round or they bootstrap. If they're from non-technical background, they always try to find the first hire to be a CTO. It's not easy, to be honest, to find someone who are capable, can trust, and can lead the team. It's not easy, but I hope, Ronan, you may want to say some word about this. Ronan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I was muted. So thanks for introduction, sir. Running a software business is never easy, right? So every stage there is an issue. Right now, I've been operating in an AI content creation solution for various US educators and institutions. So we managed to roll out kind of a basic MVP. We still have a huge issue when it comes to architecturing the entire system. So we have no CTO right now. We have kind of like developers running and building stuff based on what we can instruct. But we still have a shortage of a guy who understands the tech, the infrastructure, and also the bit of business. I think it's still it's still kind of a pain in the ass so far, right? And I still have no clue on how to figure out a right guy yet. So hopefully, maybe from these types of conference, someone here can help me and how to find the one, or maybe any of you are interested. I'm happy to share a little bit more. So we have expertise in the domain industries. Our partners, our co-founders are seasonal entrepreneur, and also the educators been in the industry for many years. So we know how to build stuff, but when it comes to coding and integration and the very deep technical knowledge, which is something we don't know. Right? So that's kind of a puzzle in my head every day, right? So I have no clues on how to move next step when it comes to finding out the right CTO or the right technical co-founder. So maybe anything that you guys can share, your experience, it'd be cool for me to learn from and take it from there. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. I think you guys can connect. Wang is based in Saigon, right? You also based in Saigon. Yeah, you can bring him for coffee. Yeah, hopefully from this like channel, like online, we can start something. I'm just on myself. I'm just someone not related to any organization, not Microsoft, not IBM. Yeah, I just start a movement that invite people who building stuff, engineer to like meet and learn each other. Hopefully in a year, the new 2023 closing soon, new year coming in 2 weeks time, we can start doing something together, like from grassroots, right? Yeah, I very positive on potential of tech talent in Vietnam. Maybe there's some nuances there, like IT, as I was saying, is still prevalent, but with founders like Ronan, like Wang, we can build new kind of community of build like product engineers. Yeah. Awesome. Anyone else have questions? Have anything to any perspective want to share?
Maybe I would like to share a little bit about perspective. We recently went back from Jakarta. We went for the Tech in Asia conference, and we met a lot of people who are building tech and all. And when people talk about technologies product, right, people often think that tech is the only bigger challenge that we are trying to do. But when we realized about the entire conversation, we realized that tech is yes, but we also have to think about product and also design. The world now is gaining attention a lot of the hypes like so-called Bitcoin, metaverse, and AI now, generative AI. But we just had a meeting this morning together with our developer team and reflecting our journey of running the team for 8 years. And yeah, we what we want to do and we want to emphasize in our own team is that tech is something that is very important, and we are very lucky that we have Copilot of OpenAI, GitHub Copilot that help us to figure out the codes, and all the community are global. And what is the most important thing, I think, for Southeast Asia companies will be how do you localize the local element, the culture, the local of using the product there, and the interaction of the product, right, lay underground of the design. And when you look at how do I hire designer and inspire them to work in the tech team, oh, so that's unlock the open, another kind of like opportunity that, hey, what about product? What about design? Because most of the people in Malaysia that in our university, they don't know about, how important design is and how important product is. All the school syllabus emphasize on how do you code, which language that you are pro in, all of those kind of things. So I just want to pump into this conversation that, yeah, design product is equally important than tech. And and I think if we have this kind of motivation, I'm sure that it's about putting our story together and tell the story to people who are hidden gem. Yeah, so that's what I want to add on. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Chong. Yeah. As you mentioned that you believe the future of ASEAN is a future of cross-border collaboration, right? I mean, we should leverage on strength of each other. I fully agree with that point.
Fully agree. Yeah. I'm so glad that I meet you all today. Yeah, because I would never imagine that I get a chance to join this session. So yeah, I before this session, I also get a post email that saying that this is going to be a private session because we want to make it very valuable session. I feel very privileged. We are 2 weeks away from the new year. I would just want to send a best regard to everybody. Whatever we are doing, let's work hard and let's connect. Let's people mention about Silicon Valley culture where they meet up over the weekends and talk about how we can help each other. I think we need that in Southeast Asia. We need to bring the Silicon Valley model. And Silicon model is not about the place, the location. They have Stanford University beside, It's not about Palo Alto and then it's about people talking to people and open out and understand about what you're trying to do and have a common ground that we want Southeast Asia to be a better place. To be honest, I look at the world today, it's very like uncertain. I don't know what is happening, like these are the tension happening across our region. And Southeast Asia is so beautiful by the food, by the people, by the culture. And how can we make our future better? So that is my sincere hope that I want to do this. I want to bring Talibot. We were currently building a community platform where we want to build community. So session like this, right? it's very helpful. Maybe Justin, you can drop a link about our website so that you guys can check it out, what we are trying to do. We are very early and we focus on building community and drive sustainability, and we have just kickstarted. And I hope like it's not about our product, you know, it's about I really hope because I personally struggle a lot when finding a co-founder tech. A lot. I struggle a lot because my background is psychology. I study psychology, but I know how to code. My father sent me to the coding school when I was 17 years old. That's why I can code and I can learn. So I'm very lucky, but I believe that the power of coding, if let's say you give it to children and teenagers, right, they could do something in the future. So that's the reason why I'm into this community, because I want to help people. I personally very struggle in finding co-founder and CTO. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Chong Wei. I think everyone also having the next meetup to join. Let's continue the conversation offline. I have everyone email, so I just send some detail you some folks here, like the link of Wilson, LinkedIn, and teleport. I wish everyone have peaceful holiday season. All the best for 2024. All right, thank you everyone.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you
bye.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.